to the Chef's Kitchen Healthy Fine Dining Series. I'm your host, Nicole Gaffney, and we're here today with St. Luke's Monroe campus, featuring chefs and doctors working together to create healthy new menu options to be featured in the restaurants. And joining me in the kitchen today is Chef AJ Cummings of Desaki, as well as Dr. Stanley Ikezi of St. Luke's Monroe campus. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
Of course, thanks for being here. Well, it looks like we're making sushi today.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
We're going to make an appetizer dish, very, very famous, very popular in our restaurant. And then we're going to make some standard nigiri, which is fish over rice like you would see in any sushi restaurant. And we're going to make the three wonderful rolls that we have to offer.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right.
Let's get started.
All right.
So you always work with gloves on when you're dealing
Always.
with raw fish?
You know, the key with fish is very, just like any animal. You never know, you know,
For sure.
and you don't want to make somebody sick when you're dealing with raw ingredients and stuff. These are some of the ingredients you're going to be working today with. This here is spicy tuna.
Oh.
We actually get all the fish whole, head on, bone in,
Nice.
like a big, gigantic piece of fish. And then I or one of the other sushi assistants, we actually clean it, take it off, and fillet it fresh.
That's really important to know
Yes.
too, because a lot of sushi restaurants are taking like prepackaged tuna out of the freezer, and a lot
Yeah,
of people don't. know that.
cryovac frozen fish.
I love tuna. It has a lot of protein in it, and it's great as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
So which is really good for pain, of course.
Well,
Very good.
And that's what you do. You
Yes,
do pain
yes,
management.
I do pain
right?
management.
Very good.
Great.
So really quick, what we have here, we have a super white tuna here.
That's tuna.
This is tuna.
How about
yep,
that?
it's a different type. All right, so
Great.
here we go. Let's gonna put this over here. We're gonna start making the appetizer. This here's Kani stick. All right.
What exactly is that?
A lot of people refer to it as crab stick. What essentially it is, it's not actually crab. It's white pollock. In this case, it's Alaskan pollock.
Okay.
So we use that. All right, here we go.
Cucumber?
Cucumber.
Nice.
Yes, cucumber.
I love cucumber.
Yep, little cucumber right there. I gotta get an avocado.
And are you doing like a Kani salad?
Yes.
And do you make it in the traditional way, or?
Well, everybody has their own little take on it. At the restaurant that we work at, the way we make the sushi is we make crab stick, avocado, cucumber. We put a little masago, which is fish roe.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Gives
fish
you that
egg
little
there.
pop.
Yep, gives you that little pop. And we make a signature spicy sauce
Ooh.
that we really like. It's a big secret.
I love
so.
spicy. Do you like
Yeah.
spicy?
I love spicy too.
All right.
Great.
Now the trick with an avocado is, and a lot of people might know this, a lot of people might not. You could use a spoon. A lot of people, when they make guacamole, use a spoon. But in my case here, I will cut it in half, and then I will use the tip of my knife to take the pit out.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I will cut it in half again, and then just fillet it like that.
Great tip. I
So
like
it's a
that.
great tip, you know, instead of trying to get all messy with the spoon and everything.
Yeah, you gotta wrestle with it a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Standard bowl here.
Okay.
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this. Gonna put it right in here. All right.
Now, Dr. Stanley, I have to ask, why did you choose pain management of all the different areas of medicine to go into?
Well, first of all, I've always wanted to be a doctor growing up. I have a passion for helping people, helping others, and just serving the community. The reason why I chose pain management was for personal reasons. For one, with my dad, you know,
Okay.
he suffers from chronic pain after a motor vehicle accident, which left him paraplegic.
Wow.
Back in 2005, I was a third-year medical student at that time. And you know, just watching him go through chronic pain issues,
Sure.
back pain, you know, neuropathic pain, that really inspired me to go into the field. And a big part of pain, believe it or not, it's the emotional and the psychological.
All works
in
together.
addition to the physical component, and which, as physicians, we try to address as much as we can, but we should never neglect that emotional aspect.
For sure. Well, how lucky is your dad to now have you
Yes.
in pain management? That's great.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
All right, Chef, now what did we miss over here? It looks like
All
you did a
right.
lot.
Yep. We mixed it up in the bowl right here. We put crunchies on. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
crunchies.
crunchies are very good. Not necessarily the healthy choice, but
Is that panko?
You can use panko, yeah, but we actually make our own out of
Nice.
flour tempura. We fry it in a fresh fryer. I put a little eel sauce just for garnish, and this is sesame seeds, very standard.
Yum. They look nice and
All
toasty.
right, very good.
Oh, but this on top, this is the
This is the
tapico?
yeah, that's the tapico.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're actually gonna put this over here
Beautiful.
as the appetizer. Now the next thing we're gonna do is nigiri. All
Now,
right.
what does that mean, nigiri?
Nigiri is fish over rice. When the rice sits for a couple minutes, it absorbs the water. It lets the starch out.
Okay.
And that's how you get that sticky rice
Yeah.
that everybody knows about.
And you have to use sushi rice.
You have to use
right?
sushi rice. Short grain rice you can use
Okay.
if you're going to like Wegmans or at the store. You can use short grain rice. That's fine too. This here's tuna. All right, we're just going to cut it.
Such a nice piece of tuna.
It
Fresh
is.
cut just this morning. You cut all of your fish every day.
Cut the fish every day. Yep, yep. If you
Very
don't see
good.
me in the restaurant making sushi, I'm cleaning or cutting fish. All right.
And now you don't just do sushi at the restaurant. You're also a hibachi restaurant, which is really cool.
We do hibachi also. Yep.
And do you do that also, or you stick to sushi?
You know, a couple years ago when I started this in this business, I actually, being the way that I look, I asked some of the hibachi chefs if they wouldn't mind teaching me. So actually, my roots are in hibachi. That's where I
Nice.
started. You know, and you know, it's different. It's a different
fun.
type of show. You know, but you don't get to work with all the ingredients that
Right.
you work with here and everything.
For sure. Well, I hear
So,
your hibachi is especially entertaining.
my hibachi is
Yeah.
definitely. If you come, I'll give you a VIP show.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love that.
All right. If you guys actually want to get some gloves on right here.
Okay.
Sure, perfect.
All right.
Get to
Here
roll
you
some
go.
sushi?
Yeah. I'll teach you the tips and techniques of how to do this.
Great, thanks.
All right. Now I'm going to give you each a ball of rice.
Okay.
Okay. Here you go. All right, here you go. We'll do all this
Okay.
together.
Now, I notice
Okay.
you expertly cutting that fish. Do you need to use a special knife when you're making sushi?
You got to use a sharp knife.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, very sharp. These
Is
knives
this
that we use.
A special sushi knife?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it's called a kiwi knife.
Oh.
It's made especially for cutting cucumbers or sushi or
kiwi?
anything fish. You could even use it to cut.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to demonstrate one. All you do, you take the ball here, okay, and the fish. You literally want to lay it over top, okay? And then the key is to press. You don't want to press too much. Very light,
Right.
very delicate, okay?
Gotta be a really fine balance.
Fine balance, yep. 1, 2. I usually go around about 3 or 4 times. All right. And then just flatten it out, make it look nice.
And that's it.
Yep.
Wow, it's so simple.
Doctor, here you
You
go.
make it look really easy.
I
And you
try.
just press
you
it
know?
down?
Here you
Okay,
go.
So,
Very nice.
Yep. Press it down in your hand and then take it and just squeeze the sides a little bit. Yep. Very good. See, you have a new profession
yeah.
if it doesn't work out in the hospital there.
I think lunch is served.
Their lunch is served. All right.
how's that?
Very good.
All
Very
right.
good. Now,
Now, Dr. Ikezi, do you
ahead and
recommend that
rest.
your patients have sushi every once in a while? Or
Oh yeah, highly
regularly?
recommend.
Yeah?
In addition to sushi, you know, fish, you know,
Mm-hmm.
salmon, red snapper. Seafood is great in terms of having antioxidants as
Yeah.
well as omega-3, which is good for cholesterol, as you know. Believe it or not, wasabi is great. I remember my first experience with wasabi.
Oh, boy.
I was an intern during my residency, and you know, my chief resident said to me, "Hey, here, take a little scoop. This is really sweet." And she took a huge chunk of wasabi, and I decided to put it in my mouth, and my eyes just lit up on fire. It was the
That was
craziest.
cool.
It was really cool. I would never forget her.
I bet.
all right.
So this is some shrimp,
Yep. We're going to do some shrimp here.
and I see you cut this a certain way.
Well, the shrimp?
Yeah,
The shrimp is actually
butterflied.
sushi. Yep. It's butterflied, so if you do it at home, all you got to get is a bamboo, press it out, and butterfly it so it's
Okay.
flat. Okay.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
This is the salmon. We're actually going to use this in another dish.
All right.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to clean. All right. Right off. Take the skin. We don't need
So we're
that.
not doing anything with the skin.
No.
Okay.
But it's good to keep on, okay?
Keeps it fresher.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Ikezi, tell me about some of the different pain treatments that you prescribe for your patients and how you work with them.
You know, we use a multimodal approach, which includes physical therapy, which is the foundation. We do some trials of injections, epidural injections. We do nerve blocks,
Okay.
spinal cord stimulator trials, which we use for patients who have failed back syndrome, and patients who have RSD, complex regional pain syndrome, sciatica pain, pain radiating from the low back down to the feet. So, in addition to that, the water therapy, which is also a great aspect of pain, believe it or not.
Wow.
Swimming exercises help with pain.
Really?
And that altogether helps overall.
So you really have to manage a lot.
Yeah, you really do have to
Yeah.
manage a lot. And a big part of pain management, believe it or not, is, exercising, eating right, and being involved in, being active overall.
Great. Well, we have the owner of Desaki coming in. Hey, Charlie.
Hi there.
Great to see you.
I'm happy to be here. This is so nice of
Yeah.
you.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the restaurant.
Well, I think what sets us apart is the fact that we're family friendly.
Yeah.
And whether it's a couple coming out to have a dining experience or it's a group of 30, we can accommodate. And everyone gets the same show. So our chefs are entertaining, they're not robotic. They engage with the guests, and it's not only excellent food, and a lot of it,
Oh, I can tell that.
as a lot of it, but it's entertaining.
What do you have going now,
This
Chef?
here is
Yeah.
spicy tuna. I know you mentioned you like
Yes.
spicy
One of
tuna.
my
It's your
favorites,
favorite,
too,
so
yeah.
right. We make the tuna actually fresh. When we clean the fish, we clean a lot of the flesh meat off the tuna, grind it up, so we have fresh
So you're
spicy
using
tuna.
everything bit from
Everything.
the
Yep,
piece of
that's the
tuna.
best way to do it. It's the only way to do it.
Nice. Well, you're going to come back and taste with us at the end.
Oh, I look forward to
Yes,
it.
likewise. We'll
All
see you
right,
there.
thank you.
All right. This is one of our signature rolls here at Desaki, up at Desaki. This is what we call
Oh,
a
wow.
pink pearl roll. The difference on this roll is, unlike what you think of regular nori, we actually use a pink soy nori. It's much healthier for you.
Very
a lot of
nice.
people, like I said, the thing about sushi is, and as I'm rolling this, you gotta make sure that it's rolled tight. Make
Yeah.
sure everything's in. That's a trick too. Okay, it's an art. The thing about sushi is people just think it's all raw fish. We're gonna go eat raw fish.
Right.
We're gonna go eat, sashimi.
Yeah.
But what's great about the restaurant, Desaki's too, and what's great about the owner and his family is he likes to change it up. We have a bunch of rolls that are geared towards no fish.
Okay.
Oh.
So we try to be different. We try to.
You use the, well, I guess nori is totally vegan. It doesn't have any actual fish in it,
No,
right?
no.
But then the soy would be also.
Soy is also.
And
yeah.
what makes it pink?
Actually, it's just basically the injections that they put into it.
Okay.
It's a coloring, you know what
Just a
I mean?
coloring,
You
sure.
can get pink for the Christmas season. We use green.
Nice.
For the
nice.
Halloween season, we use a very orange-looking color.
Fun.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's very nice.
So you're
It's
always
very
changing
nice.
with the seasons.
Always
and
changing with the
adapting.
seasons. Yeah.
That's really fun.
Now the thing too, another tip I'll give you guys about cutting is always make sure you have a clean knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed you're
Sushi,
wiping it
yeah.
in between each slice.
Sushi, fish has a lot of fat. Spicy tunas, I wouldn't say very messy. It's just a very complex roll. So you always want to make sure that you have a clean knife. It's sanitary. It makes for good presentation also.
Sure.
Right.
But in the end, it also it'll help you cut better. Is
And
the
I
first-
notice how you cut it too. You cut it in half first, and then sort of line them up. Because
Yeah.
I'm always amazed at how each roll
how
is
each
the
roll is
exact
perfect,
same
you know.
slice.
And I can cut long too, but I still go back to the basics.
Yeah.
It's like anything, doctor.
Yes.
You go back to the basics.
You
know.
always have to, right?
All right, there we go.
Now, Doc, you mentioned earlier about how you have to work with physical therapists in all different, areas of medicine. So it must be so nice for you to be part of St. Luke's in that huge network.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, especially with the new hospital in
Yeah.
Monroe County. It's really great to have care in the same setting. And St. Luke's has a great community-based program called Tail on the Trail, in which patients, individuals within the community, in Eastern PA, Bethlehem, Monroe County, can log in to tailonthetrail.org, and they could log in their miles, how much they walk, jog, bike, and they get great prizes. And
Great.
again, the goal here is to promote healthy lifestyle, exercise.
It gets people involved.
It
It's
gets people involved,
interactive, and
right.
It kind of makes it fun. Great, I love that. Well, you adorned this with all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So tell us what you did.
Once I took the roll, I transferred on a nice plate. Right, again, it's all about presentation. So we transferred on a nice plate. We put this here.
That's your spicy sauce?
Yep, our secret
Nice.
spicy sauce. All right. This is eel sauce. Okay, so we put them back on. We put crunchies on, which you said you were your favorite.
Love it.
And the topiko, which is the fish stick.
Perfect.
All right. You can never have sushi without ginger and wasabi.
Always.
Wasabi.
And you said wasabi's anti-inflammatory also, right?
Wasabi is anti-inflammatory. Ginger is great and
That too.
has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties.
Put a
And
little
again,
extra on for you.
We'll be back with more from St. Luke's University Health Network. We now return to the Chef's Kitchen with St. Luke's University Health Network.
Now this run is another classic. It's a rainbow roll.
Oh, everybody loves the rainbow roll.
Everybody does rainbow rolls. Yep, it's like a California roll, except the only difference with this is we like tuna. Everybody likes tuna. So
you're starting with the regular nori this time.
regular nori. Yep. We're gonna put regular nori on here. All right.
Now, what's the point of using the bamboo roller? And I notice you have plastic over it too.
Yeah. Just a simple little trick, but if you wrap it, it won't stick.
Oh, because we're doing like
Alright.
the inside-out style.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Very good tip.
And when I roll it, I always try to make sure that it's perfect. No rice overhanging. You can have a little rice up top. You want it to make it look good. It's all about
Right.
presentation. You know,
Of
that's what
course.
people are going to remember you by.
Right.
We're going to remember your food by.
Absolutely.
All right.
We'll
Clean
definitely remember you
everything.
by perfect food.
Very good. And
And
my
all-
perfect English, right?
Oh, it is. I wouldn't even think
All right.
English wasn't your first language, and you're originally from Korea.
Korea,
correct?
yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
I would
yeah.
have thought Japan, considering how good you are at making
okay.
sushi.
And how good looking I am,
Well,
I
of
get it.
course.
All right. Here for this, we use tuna, nice pieces,
Mm-hmm.
fresh tuna, okay? Then we're gonna use avocado, all right?
Love avocado.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna put that here. And we gotta be clean with everything,
Of
all
course,
right?
yeah.
Gonna roll
Especially
this
important
over.
with sushi.
All right, yeah.
So there's a lot of pressing involved in sushi
There
making,
is,
I noticed.
but you have to be very delicate. You
Yeah.
press too hard, everything will come out the
Right.
side, you know? You press too light, everything will just fall apart.
And how long have you been doing this for?
Me, I've only been doing this for about 3 years.
Desaki has a full culinary menu. It's not just the sushi and hibachi. They do catering, big events.
Desaki does catering. We have an excellent executive chef there, Mr. Ryan Stracco. He does all the parties in the garden. We just
Ooh,
expanded
nice.
the restaurant. I think about 150 to 200 seating in a separate area. It's called the
Wow.
Garden at Desaki. And what's great about that is we could do full menu. You know, not just what you see
Right.
here, you know?
Oh, that's really cool. And I have to mention the decor over at Desaki is absolutely
Oh,
stunning.
yeah, it's beautiful up
Isn't
there,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. We really take pride into what we do. You know, we take pride into the customers. It's our home. It's
yeah,
my home.
for sure. I can tell.
You know,
I can tell
I
you
love
really
it.
are passionate
I've been
about
there
it
for
there.
6 years. You know, and the best place on earth.
That's
all right?
really great.
For the shrimp, I always take the tails off.
You
Okay.
don't want anybody eating a tail.
No, nobody eating a tail. They'll come see you then, right? Pay management.
That'd be some interesting pain to manage.
All right. We're going to use the regular bamboo.
Oh, because you still have to roll it again.
We're going to press it. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Now, do you like to cook at home?
Well, growing up, my mom, she used to be a chef.
Oh, really?
Yes, she used to be a
Fantastic.
chef. She owned a little restaurant, which she ran on her own. And until today, I'll get up at 1 a.m. to use the restroom, and I'll smell food. This weekend, my mom, she was cooking
She's
because
just cooking.
I was visiting her for the weekend. But I love to make like baked chicken.
Simple,
Just
classic.
simple, classic.
Now, I noticed you put plastic wrap over top
Yeah.
before you cut. Why is that?
Well, what happens is it's easier to use plastic wrap.
Right.
So it's easier to put plastic wrap and use the non-wrap bamboo to press it. And you'll see that when I lay it out on the plate, it'll be nicely pressed. All the fish will be against the rice itself.
This is a really nice presentation. I love all of the
Yep.
different colors. I guess that's why they call it a rainbow roll.
That's exactly
Yeah.
why. All right, we're gonna go finish it up over here. All righty, here we go. Now, this doesn't typically get sauced, but I like to
Oh,
make
really?
it look nice for everybody.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a nice little design like that. All right.
What kind of sauce is this one?
This here is dynamite sauce. It's a very popular sauce
Sounds
too.
spicy.
It's a little
Yeah.
hot. All right. All right. Little sesame seeds.
Always with the sesame.
Alright.
I like that.
You always take care, you know? These are very healthy for you actually too.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
It's great. Such a nice pop of orange color too.
Yes. Would you like to put the ginger and wasabi on and finish this up
Do
before
the
we eat?
honors.
Sure,
Go ahead,
sure.
sir.
So
Extra
let's do
wasabi
that.
for you.
Yeah. A little ginger.
Let's just place
Right
it.
on the corner, yeah.
Okay.
And everything with sushi, it's about height too. You know,
Okay.
you want to keep everything up.
Sure.
You don't want to flatten it out. You don't want to just lay it on the
Okay,
plate.
that's a good
You
tip.
want to give it pop. You want to give it pizzazz.
Right.
you
Let it
know?
come off the plate.
You know, I want you to come in to Desaki to see me for my sushi, take photos, Instagram, whatever. You know,
Yeah,
I
we
want you
gotta
to
get
come
them on
back
the
and say,
gram.
you know what? This is why I love this place. This is why this is so good. The ingredients are fresh.
Oh,
and I had a
big
great time.
Oh,
You know?
thanks.
Absolutely.
the
People at
wasabi.
St. Luke's absolutely rave about your sushi.
Extra
and that is
ginger,
a
okay?
Extra
nice,
ginger.
That's
nice
okay.
big ball of wasabi.
Bam. Very good.
All right, great.
right.
Let's bring it over to the table
Yeah.
because I'm hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to taste.
Here you go.
Well, there's so many great things to try here. And Charlie, thanks for coming back to join us.
Thanks for having
I'm
us.
going to dig right in.
Go ahead.
You guys feel free to do the same.
I think I'm going to have some ginger.
Not bad.
Woohoo.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let me go with one of these.
The hard part about
Very
sushi
good.
is the bites are so big.
You always got to get a little soy sauce.
And this is a normal serving, by the way. This isn't just for show. This is
This
exactly
is a
what you get.
Huge roll.
It's
That
a
could feed,
meal
like,
in
3
itself.
people. This is such a great spread. The sushi is absolutely amazing. Thank you both for being on the show today.
No, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Of course, and Dr. Stanley, it's such a pleasure to have you here. We had a blast.
Yes, likewise.
Thank you to everyone at St. Luke's Monroe campus. And all of these can be found on your menu at Desaki.
Absolutely,
Can't
and
wait
then
to come
some.
in, of course. I'm gonna go back in.